Hey guys, and I never thought I would have to be making a video about this, but here we are. Now keep in mind, this is from a legitimate outlet, something that has been around for ages. When you see this, you know that old thing like when you see it, you'll shit bricks? Well, just reading this will make you shit bricks. So, the New York Times, yes, the New York Times, not this is not a fake outlet. It's the New York Times. Cannibalism has a time and a place. Some recent books, films, and shows suggest that the time is now. Can you stomach it? And then the article, A Taste for Cannibalism? A spate of recent stomach churning books, TV shows, and films suggest we've never looked so delicious to one another. When we start getting to the point where others are saying, oh yeah, cannibalism, perfectly fine right now, you know that the society is going in the wrong direction. And you can say, but John, there's tribes all over the world that participate in cannibalism. Yeah, and that's why no one knows about them. And that's why they're not evolved enough to be along with the rest of us. Because if they were here, they'd be trying to fucking eat everyone. So they have to stay in their little tight knit tribes and communities because we don't want them around us. Because cannibals will just start fucking killing everyone off to eat them. So there's a reason why cannibalism isn't allowed. Why it's a taboo. Why you shouldn't be doing. Not to mention, they've pretty much said that eating other humans and different like the human brain and stuff can make you fucking sick. But whatever. If some people want to do that, more power to ya. But we're in America. We should be more civilized and to where we don't need to eat other people to survive. Like, what, we're just skipping over bugs now? It's like, oh yeah, just forget the bugs. Just eat each other. Because that's what the left's been doing. The left wants us to fucking eat bugs. They want us to eat fucking bugs. They want us to eat plants. Apparently they want us to eat humans. An image came to Chelsea G. Summers, a boyfriend, accidentally on purpose hit by a car. Some quick work with a corkscrew and his liver served Tuscan style on toast. That figment of her twisted imagination is what prompted Miss Summers to write her novel, A Certain Hunger, about a restaurant critic with a taste for human flesh. Oh, male flesh. Oh, so it's a feminism type thing too. Or she a succubus tasting male flesh. Turns out cannibalism has a time and a place. In the pages of some recent stomach churning books, and on television and film screens, Miss Summers and others suggest that the time is now. You're just gonna round up all those evil white men and eat them. There is Yellow Jackets, a Showtime series about a high school women's soccer team stranded in the woods for a few months too. For a few months too many, which premiered in November. The film Fresh, released on Hulu in March, involves an underground human meat trade for the rich. Now, again, I know this shit, and I'm sure there are some higher ups and elites who, like, just because they're above the law, they can partake in this type of bullshit. Um, yeah, but eating another human is not something civilized people do. Um, Lavona, Otessa Moshfesh, whatever, novel published in June portrays cannibalism in medieval village overcome by plague and yeah, I don't think you want to eat people infected with the plague. Um Book Tender is the Flesh, released in English in 2020 and Spanish in 2017, imagines a future society that farms humans like cattle. Also out in 2017, Raw, a film by a director screenwriter blah blah blah, tells the story of a vegetarian veterinary student whose taste for meat escalates after consuming raw. Oh my. So this is what we're doing now. We're saying, oh yeah, if you've ever wanted to eat another human, now would be the time. Still to come is Bones and All, starring Timothy Chalamet. The movie about a young love that becomes a lust for human consumption is expected to be released later this year or early next. And all a bunch of fucking foreigners has called the story extremely romantic. Yes, there's nothing so romantic, nothing more romantic about consuming the innards of, the person who you're infatuated with. Come on, baby, give me some of that sweet, sweet flesh. Let me have some of them small intestines. Yeah. Can you stomach it? A fascination with cannibalism, perhaps not surprisingly. A certain hunger. When fact checkers came calling about the frenzied scenes in which the book's anti-heroine prepared her murdered lovers with grotesque Epicurean flourish, their queries about the intricacies of human butchery left Miss Summers so disturbed that she went full raw vegan for 2 weeks. The creator was horrified by her own monster. Okay, are we just gonna talk about books and crap? Uh, Vomiting in the background, blah blah blah. So are they gonna talk about like? Okay, so these are the covers. A certain hunger. Tales as old as time. God, it's so fucking long. Let's see the comments instead. I really don't feel like reading all of that. This lurid interest reveals the increasing U.S. degradation we are facing. Yeah. Need any more evidence of the increasing primitivism and decline of the U.S.? The rise of popular culture depictions of cannibalism put me in the mind of Kuru, the laughing sickness studied in the 1950s, brought about by the funerary practice among the Four people in the Papua New Guinea of eating of human brains. Yeah, exactly. Human brains apparently are not great for consumption. They can make you sick even if they're cooked. So, you know, as a society, if we reach to this level where cannibalism becomes fascination, humanity's future is not bright. We should control our thoughts and behaviors before it becomes a trend. Mm-hmm. Soylent Green is people. No, just no. I wish I hadn't even seen this headline. Yeah. And again, the New York Times is basically saying, well, have you ever considered eating a human even though it's completely illegal and you can end up in jail for it? I don't know. Maybe you should give it a go. Can you stomach it though? I don't know. But just go with the flow. John, you're a fucking idiot. But again, New York Times, we're just going from them telling us to eat bugs to saying, oh yeah, doesn't your neighbor look tasty? And because of all the recent cannibalist type shit coming up, if you want to try it. And again, there's a reason why we don't let people like that into society. Because they're dangerous. Because then they're going to start just murdering at will because they're fucking hungry. Again, there are tribes I know that are still around that consume each other. But we're more formed as a society and further along that we shouldn't be. It's not like we're in the middle of nowhere with no resources, no nothing. There's no reason at all in America right now to eat bugs, There's no reason to eat other humans. We're not that bad off. Okay? We're not some little fucking shithole in some poor country that has nothing, where it's just dirt for miles. This is America. We don't need to be eating each other. The people, if you want to eat someone, you might want to check yourself into a facility before something happens. Because at least if you're in that facility, you're still technically free. You kill someone and eat them, you're going away for a while. So you might want to get those thoughts in check. But again, the New York Times is saying this shit. Leave it to the left to do shit like this. Well, I'm sure there are people on the right who do this shit, but try to make everyone like conservatives and Republicans are crazy. You have the New York Times, which is extremely left-leaning, talking about how eating people sounds pretty good right now. Who are the real crazy ones here? But yeah, just thought you'd be interested in that. I saw this, I'm like, okay, I have to fucking make a video about this. This is fucking insane. How can anyone fucking take this outlet? How New York Times is even a thing is beyond me. How can anyone take them seriously anymore? Anyways, that's it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.